It's 8 o'clock already. Dr. Stanley, good evening. Welcome our speaker tonight. Dr. Stanley will share with us METADICHOL.
So welcome. So tonight's topic, you and METADICHOL. How can you and your loved ones benefit from this presentation? So the first thing we like to emphasize is about you. How can you and your loved ones benefit from this presentation? Next, one food does all. It sounds unbelievable, unimaginable to both you and me. And nonetheless, it is still scientifically substantiated and pragmatically testified. Because of that, it makes sense for us to explore the possibility of how this food can do good to our life. Yeah? So what do you want the most of your life at the present life condition? Well, we talk about wellness. In terms of wellness, what do you want the most of your life at your present life condition? So I have asked quite a number of people, and they always tell me health is important. Here, I would like to just put these three things to you. First thing is health. So then the other one is beauty, and the other one is longevity. If we can have these three things combined, that will be great. When we are healthy, then we live good. When we are beauty, we look good. And if we can live long, then we feel good. So life, it is important for us to live good, look good, and feel good. In order to have that, we have to have health, beauty, and longevity. So when we look good, live good, feel good, and we will do good. So everything will come to our life in proper perspective. The wisest approach to wellness is in the simplicity of. Anyone would like to contribute? In the simplicity of what? The answer that I have here is in the simplicity of food. Better still, if we can have one food that can set the foundation for lifelong wellness. If we can have one food that can set the foundations for our lifelong wellness, wow, that will be fantastic. So today, we are going to explore whether we have a food for that or not. Have I managed to find it? Thus far, yes. METADICHOL, where one simple food can do so much wonders to our health. Thus, I describe it as one food does all. The word all here implies significant, many, or a lot. It does not literally mean everything. So that is the meaning of all down here. Okay, METADICHOL, the food. METADICHOL, the food. Let's see if we can have the food for our life so that we can live in terms of health, beauty, and longevity. So what food is METADICHOL? To have a very embracing definition, I have put it quite a long sentence. Yeah? The one and the only one, globally patented, technological, natural intelligent, nutraceutical, multi-mechanism food. From where? Produced in Switzerland, designed to act as bodily biological life operating system. So where we look at our handphone, we have an operating system. We look at our computer, we have the operating system. How the computer, how the handphone function, it depends a lot on the operating system. So this METADICHOL form the bodily biological life operating system to reset our health, beauty, and longevity, so that we look good, we live good, and we feel good. One message on METADICHOL. METADICHOL does not heal, treat, or cure anything. it triggers the body to modulate and heal itself. METADICHOL works on 4 main bodily mechanisms. The first one is gene expression. When we talk about gene expression, to make it in a more layman term, it can be gene activation, gene modulation, gene maintenance, or even gene suppression. So now we are not just talking about the cells. Inside the cell, you have the nucleus. Inside the nucleus, you have the genes. So today we are talking about how to activate the gene, expresses the gene so that it can work for us. So that is the meaning of gene expression here. And the second mechanism is METADICHOL acts as a protein agonist ligand. This is maybe quite a new term to a lot of people. Let us first understand the word protein here. It is a Greek god known for his ability to change shape and form at will. So it is very versatile, it is very fluid, it can be anything at any time, anywhere. So that is the meaning of protein here. So if METADICHOL is a protein agonist ligand, it can also behave the same thing. It can be so fluid and so versatile. Yeah? We'll talk more about it later on. The third mechanism is reprogrammed stem cells. We know stem cell is critically important for our health. As we grow older and older, the number of stem cells become lesser and lesser. This METADICHOL is able to turn body cells back into stem cells. This is not heard of in science, but it has been proven it is possible. So you have a product can do that function. Last mechanism modulates endocrine system so that our body can achieve bodily balance, homeostasis, so that we will not get into health issue. So these are the 4 basic mechanisms. Here now we have to look at accepted facts that many of us has recognized over the years. The fact is human being cannot produce vitamin C on its own. Well, before I came across this product, I have the same understanding. We have to ingest vitamin C from the food, from outside. We cannot produce our own vitamin C. So to confirm the point, I went to ChatGPT and the answer given is no. Due to genetic mutation that occurred millions of years ago, while most animals can synthesize their own vitamin C, but not human beings. The logic or the reason given is that one of the gene has been mutated over millions of years. Then when I read the articles on METADICHOL, on vitamins and minerals, it was clearly stated that METADICHOL induced high levels of vitamin C without supplementing vitamin C. Case studies. So not only it can increase the bodily vitamin C level by 3 to 12 folds, it also can increase thyroid stimulating hormone and normalize high blood pressure, fasting glucose level, high triglyceride, body fat, increase bone mass, normalize sodium, reduce high insulin level, increase creatinine output, reduce red cell distribution rate percentage. I say, wow, with such a one food, you can do so much of benefits to mankind. I said, I must go and explore more about this food. So therefore, the fact that we understand has been changed. We can produce vitamin C naturally and endogenously without supplementing it. For those who still don't believe in it, simple. You just take a medical checkup on your vitamin C, and then after 1 month, you go and do a recheck and see whether your vitamin C has been increased or not. Then that will able to satisfy those people who are yet to be satisfied. Another accepted fact is that HIV positive cannot be reversed to HIV negative. Well, in ChatGPT, can HIV positive turn negative? Not possible for someone who has diagnosed of HIV positive to become HIV negative. So here again, we have a case of HIV, a lady who is age of 41, up 3 years ago, diagnosed of HIV. After taking METADICHOL for 17 months, the test result has shown the positive have turned to negative. In this company, we have more than a case of HIV positive turned to negative. So if this is possible, we don't just accept it. We want to know the science behind it. Why is it possible? Where the scientific world always tells us it is not possible. What is the science behind it? So the science behind it of HIV is this. HIV is human immunodeficiency virus. It's a virus that attacks the body immune system. So that is a good definition of what is HIV. Then the second part tells us HIV blocks 100% of vitamin D receptor. And why our body cannot recover itself? Because this virus is so smart. When it go into our body, it just block every of your vitamin D receptor. And when our vitamin D receptors have been tarnished, there is no possible way for our immune function to operate. When our immune function cannot operate, obviously, we were not able to recover. So what he say is true. However, METADICHOL in the patent paper, which is the number has indicated here, acts on nuclear vitamin D receptor to stimulate immune system, inhibit disease processes resulting from virus infections. Not only HIV, many other viral infections, this product is able to clear off the viruses. How it did it is very simple. It involves the competitive displacements of virus particles from VDR on hosts of cell membranes. So these viruses occupy our cell membranes or even nuclear membranes. When this food go into the body with the spray, it will chase away, clear off all the blockages. Thus, our vitamin D receptor is able to function, and thus we are able to recover from it. So that is two facts that we all the while believe is impossible now become possible. Now look at the actual scenario of the test case. This Madam Lin Wei Xin, age 66, doctor already informed her, be prepared for kidney dialysis. For his her EGFR is 22. Yeah. So none of us would like to go for kidney dialysis, and because of that, a good friend of her, introduced her METADICHOL, and Madam Lin accepted the offer and bought the METADICHOL. For the first 2 days, she sprayed 2 times spray each hour for the whole day. That day onward, 5 times a day, 5 spray each time. First 4 weeks, she may have some improvement, but she didn't feel much improvement, wanted to stop using it. With encouragement from friends, she continued. Now, test report after 36 days show was improvement. Her EGFR has shot up to 38, and the creatinine has dropped to 128. And for at least this product has saved her from kidney dialysis. And obviously, she will continue to use this product instead of wasting his life to go for kidney dialysis. Another individual, this person from Skarmat, age 65, suffer from kidney disease and diabetes for more than 10 years. 3 times kidney dialysis weekly, 5 to 6 injections per month is a very torturing life. Leg and feet are color darkened, having blurred vision. Suffers strokes twice, couldn't walk, couldn't move his left hand. Even you give him money, his fingers cannot grip the money. He said, I think I may only have a year or few months left to live. Such a pessimistic view toward his life. A good friend of him gave him METADICHOL, and he tried, and then after 2 or 3 months found it was incredible and unbelievable. Monthly, the injections have reduced to 2 times. Leg and feet has restored to normal skin color. The happiest thing is that he can now see clearly, even with one eye for that. After able to lift up his left hand and walk a few steps. Now you give him money, he can grab, no problem. Yeah, energy has much improved, started to have erection. Wow, he believed he will be able to walk soon and become a father again. What a miracle transformation has happened to this Mr. who is only 65 years old, young. And now let me share with you a bit of how have I benefited from this METADICHOL. I came across METADICHOL on the 11th of February 2023. I used the product on 12th of February 2023. And first, I feel I have a much better bowel movement. It could be strengthening of the muscles for us to have a better bowel movement. And the stools that I saw was about 1 foot long, and on few occasions. And it overcome my night urination from 4 to 5 times averagely a night. It gone down to 1 time, or very often I sleep through the night without getting up. Experiencing better and deeper sleep, overcome my underweight issue. Surprised to say that when I took this product, my weight increased by 2 kg. And my hemoglobin, red blood cell, sodium count all improved. Normalized my blood pressure. Normally for years, my blood pressure is always stay put at 80, 60 plus, 90, 60. Now it is 110 and 70 on my last test on blood pressure. Okay, more energetic, look and feel better, enjoy better mental clarity. So when I came across it until now, every day I was working on this product, trying to do a good presentation and improvise again. And as far as this product is concerned, company over the past 7 months have compiled a lot of testimonies. And here I'm not going to talk on each case, but for testimony are other people's experiences. What we want is our own personal experiences. So far of all the people that have joined us, and the feedback given is that without exception, each of them will have their own story to tell. So with such a good testimony, and company have compiled 100 over pages of the testimonies, it is definitely worthwhile for us to look into it and see whether if this product can help us and our loved one to stay much healthier and happier in life or not, rather than fear that we have to be hospitalized, and a few years before our death we have to spend all our money to take care of our health and create so much of inconveniences to people around us. So if we don't want all this to happen, obviously our mindset need to be changed. We cannot, like majority of the people who don't want to know, who don't want to understand, who don't want to come and listen and expect to live their life, the last few years of their life without health issue. Yeah, a lot of us, by the time we are 70 to 80, our health more or less have failed us. So if in order for us not to be in that scenario, it is very important for us take our own initiative to learn more about wellness, learn more about health, instead of leasing our health to the doctor, or subcontract our health to the doctor and expect the doctor to take care of health. It won't happen, because doctor, the best is they give you medicines and expect you to suppress your situations and expect you to come back to see them again and again and take medication for life. That is the expectations of Western medication. I'm not saying that Western medication is no good, but just that people like us, and I have a friend who is 80 plus years old, hardly on any pill until today, and I am also not on any drug for all the years of my life. So we want to maintain that. We want to stay healthily if possible until 100 without taking medication. So if you have the same vision and same directions, we welcome you to learn more so that you can manage your life like most of us. We live very relaxingly and very happily, and we are able to handle all these situations. Okay, why I'm saying that I'm not in favor of prescription? Yeah, you look at this American pill nation, the rise of prescription drug use. The total number of prescriptions has increased by 85% over 20 years, while the total number of US population has increased only by 21%, from 2.4 million drug prescriptions in 2006. The prescription number have shot up to 4.4 million prescriptions. And with all this, more and more hospitals coming up, more and more drugs being prescribed, the question we ought to pose is, are we healthier? Are the American society healthier? Are we in Malaysia, people become healthier with all the hospitals around, all the expenses incurred, and all the money gone down the drain? Are we healthier overall? If not, then why go on to the same path again and again and expect the result to be different? It does not make sense at all. So medical science, whether we like it or not, has made so tremendous progress that there is hardly a healthy human left. Wow, when I saw this quote, I said, fantastic. He got to the nail, just hit on the nail. Yeah, despite all the advancement, there is hardly a healthy human left. If today we are 70 to somewhere about 80, are we going to say that our health is optimally good, or we have at least 5 to 6 in hidden health issue? Okay, so I prefer to look at those people who are on the wellness mindset. And this Stephen, the chairman of Foundations of Innovations and in Medicine, he said this beautiful saying: one good nutraceutical can wipe out all the drugs. Yeah, I pray what he say come true. That should be the way. Instead of focusing on the researching on drugs, more and more drugs, why not we went into the directions of researching one good food that can wipe off all the drugs in the marketplace and save people money and save people life. So this pharmaceutical mindset is one drug, one target. Just imagine you got so many health issues, they come up with so many drugs. Even diabetic itself, they have more than 120 drugs for diabetics alone. You know how much money are being earned because of one drug, one target pharmaceutical mindset. Dr. Raghu mindset is, after listening to Stephen, he said one food, multiple targets. That's where when he stopped working for pharmaceutical company, he spent the last 15 years on nano-medicines and food supplements, and he stayed focused, very focused on having a food that can have multiple targets, can help mankind to solve a lot of health issues. Okay, so what is this product after all? Very simple. This is such a simple food that do wonders to our life. The main content of this METADICHOL is just 0.25%, less than 1%, nano-emulsion 48 nanometer policosanol extracted from sugarcane wax and other food extracts. The key is processed by patented nanotechnology to form nanoparticles in Switzerland. At the same time, combined with 99.6% Swiss snow mountain pristine water. Because after studying genetic science and research for years, he found that our molecular structure, water molecular structure, add up to 90%. And therefore, he wanted to come up with a food that is close to our mother nature, so that it will able to communicate with every cells and every genes in our body to work for us. Yeah. So this product basically is all the carbon chain, carbon 26, carbon 28, 30, but majority 80% is of carbon chain 28. Yeah. So let's look at this size nanoparticles. For a virus, it is estimated the size of a virus is about 100 nanometer. Okay. Where this METADICHOL is talking about somewhere from 40 to 60 nanoparticles, which is half the size of a virus. So because it is even smaller than a virus, the particles, it can penetrate to inside to the virus and destroy the virus easily. Yeah, and uniqueness about this product is it is globally patented. 48 nanometer highly water soluble policosanol with pristine Swiss mountain water. Yep. So all these are being registered in the patent paper, and this product has been not only patented in USA, but any country that we know of: Japan, Korea, Malaysia, Mexico, Netherlands, European Union, Australia, wherever it has been patented, not in one country but globally. That is fantastic. Yeah. So no other company or country can produce a similar product so long as the patent is still valid. And not only that, this product, other than just patented product, it also has declared the 40 functional benefits inside the patent document. For example, if it is claimed that it can produce internally vitamin C, that info has been patented. And if you can induce vitamin D receptor, that information is being declared. And can activate reprogrammed stem cell, that also has been declared. So in a way, 40 of them has been declared. I believe that it is so wonderfully safe for us to consume this product. For Dr. Raghu has written a lot of articles and published a lot of papers. For those people who want to know his articles, you can go to this ResearchGate Scientific Network and download all the PDF file of the public papers that published by Dr. Raghu. And this product in way back in 1995, way back 2009, it has been done a clinical test at this hospital, yeah, and this is a super specialty hospital in India, and the criteria they have selected is metabolic syndrome patient profile: 7 females, 7 males. Average age 44.5, average numbers of years undergo diabetes treatment 8.5 years, no diet control. That is important. They still eat the way they love to eat without stopping them. None of the patients were on hypertensive or statins medication, only metformin for diabetes purposes. And the primary goal of the study is to control blood pressure into normalized level. So after 12 weeks, without exception, hypertension normalized in 12 weeks. Every one of them, the blood pressure normalized without taking the high blood pressure pill. Yeah, and endpoint target blood pressure 130/90 achieved in 12 weeks. Improved lipids profile, good cholesterol, not the LDL, all that has been improved. Even the size of LDL for that matter. Increase the LDL particle size, and inflammation decreases and antioxidant activity increases. When triglyceride go down, as it decreases, the size of LDL particle increases, and they are just good anti-inflammatory factors. So LDL per se is not a bad thing. If you can increase the size of LDA can do good to us. Okay, so now we come to have very briefly introduced the concept to you. Now we come to understanding how our body works. Our body are made up of cells. We have 37.23 trillion cells according to ChatGPT, and we have 200 to 260 types of cells. It could be eyes, hair, and liver cell, bone cell, and what kind of red blood cells. And in the cell, each of the cells, we have 46 chromosomes. And it is in the chromosome, in the nucleus of the cells, and that you have inside the chromosome packed with the DNA and packed with the genes in the center of the chromosome. Yeah, so you look at the complications of a cell. So first we have the cell membrane, and then the cell receptor, where all the minute molecular structures, the food that we take, converted into ligands and move into the cells, become the nutrients for the cells. And then we look at the mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of our cell, so that we are still alive. Yeah, and the nucleus, which is the center part of that, you can see all the wire thing inside there, so complicated, and that's where the chromosome is. In the chromosome, that's where the DNA and the gene is. Yeah. So now we look at it very quickly, just briefly explain to you what is a gene. A gene is a segment of the DNA. Okay, just a part of it. Contain informations of certain trait, example, the color code of your eyes. Contain instructions of making proteins. For example, create green pigments in eyes. So therefore, this person will have green eyes. That's understanding of a gene. And overall, we have about 20,000 genes to 23,000 genes to work for us. Okay, next we like to know about chromosome. We have 46 of that. It is a long pointed strand of DNA. DNA make up genes, and genes carry information. Gene make up the chromosome. That's how they are. Three of them are interrelated. Yeah, and I would like to also highlight to you the tips of the chromosome, which is telomere. Telomere, when the cell divide, telomere contain all the DNA information. Okay. And once the telomere becomes shorter and shorter, the cell will die eventually. So that is a brief understanding of telomere. If we really take care of life through genetic calculations, human beings should be logically able to live until 120 to 125. However, most of us, by the time we overshot 70 to 80, most of us always say, life is so miserable and so torturing. Yeah. So here, with this understanding, we hope that we are able to live healthily, purposefully till age 100 without dependence on medication. So that will be a good wish and dream for us to strive. So here, no doubt, all of us, our health situation is determined a lot by innate gene DNA factors, and it influence our physical, color, aging, disease, lifespan, and other phenomena. But due to the advancement of genetic science, a lot now can be done, determine our health, beauty, and longevity. So, but since we cannot do much to the genetic factors, what about looking at the acquired factors? The first factor we like to highlight to you is the food. Now, contemplate, reflect. Over the years, How is our consumption of the food on a daily basis? Do we pay much attention to the food we take? Are the food that we take are very simple, wholesome, and holistic? Or are we love to go for deep fried nasi lemak and all the chili stuff? And that definitely have an impact towards the ending part of our life. If we don't take care of food, by 70, 80, we will start to have a lot of health issues by then. Yeah, if you want to live healthily beyond 80s, let us take care of our food. Yeah, the simpler the better. Drugs. I don't know how many of us here survive daily. We have to consume medication. Well, we know medication is only suppressing us, and medications cannot communicate with our body DNA, and it's going to destroy a lot of our good bacteria in that. Okay, the third thing is supplements. Because human beings, especially those we in Malaysia, because we really want to live and live good, therefore anyone introduces supplement, we tend to buy and keep on buying, and at the end of the day, whether it works or not, we don't know. Become so confused. So these are the trading. So here, whatever we take into our body, the body can never recognize the food that we take, drugs that we take, or supplement that we take. All these have to be processed in the body, convert into a biological molecular structures, and convert into what we call ligand. In a layman term, you can imagine it is a plug. So your food need to be converted into some form of a plug, or called ligand, which is the active ingredient molecules of food. And then after that, you have to look for the appropriate socket. So when the ligand and the socket match, the bulb will be lighted. If the socket and the plug match, the light will be lighted up. Okay? Then the body starts to function accordingly. For example, if you have painkiller, you have to, the painkiller, after converting the molecular structure, look for opiate receptor. Vitamin C will look for NMDA receptor, calcium CASR receptor, metformin TR4, yeah? Marijuana will be 5-HT. Yep. What about METADICHOL then? As said earlier, METADICHOL is a protein agonist ligand. It is called multi-purpose plug, multifunctional. And because our body have different kind of receptors, this METADICHOL one food can go into so many of the receptors. Isn't it wonderful? So because of the multifunctional ability, one food can take care of so many health issues that we are facing in life. Well, for those who don't believe, it's very simple. Take the product, you see it for yourself, you experience it for yourself. You will see it is not one drug, one packet. It is called protein agonist ligand. One food, many targets. A food that has the benefit of many drugs and yet don't have any side effect. It works like drugs but don't have any side effect of the drugs because it is such a natural, intelligent food, and it lighted up so many bulbs in your body at one time, yeah, so that your body can function accordingly. The fourth element which I would like to highlight here is, please, no matter how great is METADICHOL, we still need to take care of our lifestyle. Don't ever abuse our body. Don't ever abuse our mind. Live an active lifestyle. Rest appropriately. Eat wholesomely. Manage our emotional health pragmatically. Mind the mind. Mind the body on a daily basis. Life will be wonderful. Life will be great until the day we die. We will not need to visit hospital before we die. We die naturally and happily. In order to achieve that, let us do take care of our health. And here, I would like to suggest every one of you, those who are present here today, and to add one more dish to our daily food, that is the food of METADICHOL, the live biological operating system that set the wholesome foundations of our health by expressing the genes, act on protein agonist ligand, reprogram stem cells, and maintain homeostasis of our endocrine system. One food can work on so many mechanisms of our body to give us what we want is health, beauty, and longevity. So here I would like to just quickly highlight to you what do I mean by receptors. We have, just now we saw the cells here, cell receptors, which is a much bigger size. You can see from the cell membrane, you got cell receptor. Now we are talking about nuclear receptor, which is some form of a protein. And this METADICHOL synthesized vitamin D by vitamin D receptor, bind with all the 48 nuclear receptors, 100%, and other cell receptors. For example, when it is able to bind with the vitamin D receptor, it activates so many of the bodily function. Nuclear receptor activated by small molecule nanoparticles, once activated, can bind with vitamin D, DNA, regulate gene expression, maintain bodily balance. Very complicated and very sophisticated process. That's why until today, no one can understand how our body actually functions internally. Yeah, that's why it is being said again and again, our body is our best doctor. Trust your body. Don't lease your health to the outside doctors. Take charge of our own health. Not only that we talk about working on the receptors, METADICHOL activates thousands of genes in the 45 chromosome. It has been experienced, tested, and found out that when you give METADICHOL to your body, it will work with every of the chromosome, 45 of them, except one, which is the Y chromosome. The Y chromosome is the X chromosome is the long yellow stripe, X, and the Y chromosome is much a shorter one. It does not interact with Y chromosome. Otherwise, we can have a sex transformation. Yeah. So this one is so smart that it works on all the 45 except the last one, which is the Y chromosome. When it starts to work with all the 45 chromosomes, it's able to activate and express thousands and thousands of gene activity. That's where we work from the root cause and to gain back our health. Just now, we already mentioned one of the genes that being activated will be gulu gene, that able to help us to produce vitamin C. So here, according to the known science, this product can express 4,593 of the 20,000+ over genes. That does not mean that it's just limited to 4,593, because so far the laboratory test ability to work on is this. It could be much bigger than this number. So when we take METADICHOL, there are 242 gene-to-gene interaction or communication happening in the body. So if the genes start to communicate with one another, they know how to do the repairing, they know how to do the maintenance, they know how to do the modulation of the body, happening in the body. So to put it into perspective, when we want to take metformin for these diabetics, one get only 880 gene interactions. It is only 0.36% of METADICHOL goodness. So given a choice, a food definitely is a preferred one and not medication. So just quickly run through and some of the genes that this product activates. The first one is gulu gene, has been mentioned. Increases glutathione level, increases glucotransporter 4 delivery function by 10 times, thus able to promote vitamin C recycling, promote the secretions of L-glutamate acid gamma lactose oxidase, to produce vitamin C endogenously, naturally, internally. Yeah, fantastic. This one benefit itself is good enough for us to take this food. However, it gives you more, activate more. One of the genes being upregulated is called photogene. This is very important. Once this gene has been upregulated, it has the anti-aging, anti-cancer, prevent cardiovascular diseases. Upregulate tumor protein 53 genes. Promote DNA repair, increase anti-cancer protein. Upregulate c-KIT receptor, GATA4, WT1, NKX2-5 genes. Repair heart, muscle, and skull. It has been said, once you have a heart attack, you have a scar in your heart. The scar can never be repaired. And this product will prove you otherwise. Yeah? Down-regulate. Now this one cannot be too active. BCAD. BCAD stands for branch change amino acid transferase gene. Because this gene is very active, we age faster, and we have a lot of aging diseases to cope with. So this young handsome guy is by the name of Yamanaka. Way back in 2006, he decided to do a research, see whether we can turn our body cell back into stem cell or not. After working for 6 years, he managed to discover that mature cell, body cell or somatic cell can be reprogrammed back to fully potent stem cell. Yeah. So what made it possible? He found that there are 4 factors, 4 genes that must be present. The first one is OTC4, the second one XOX2, KLF4, CMYC genes. These 4 genes, once they work together, they can reprogram adult cell into stem cell. However, 10 years ago, METADICHOL already shown it can reprogram and productions of induced pluripotent stem cell. This science just endorsed what METADICHOL can do. Fantastic. Support this stem cell have the potential to differentiate into many different types of cells, and when it can differentiate into many types of cells, it can enhance cell density and functions of bone, muscle, cataract, fat, blood cells, immune cell, nerve cells, skin cell, etc. Modulate immune cell, white blood cell, red blood cell to defend our body against any invaders, and increase heart muscle stem cell. Fantastic, yeah? So the next one, as I introduced earlier to you, which is the chromosome. At the tip of the chromosome, you have telomere. And this Carroll won the Nobel Prize Award in 2009. He's working on telomeres and on enzyme and the enzyme telomerase. Discover enzyme telomerase to prevent telomere shortening. So if your body has sufficient telomerase, then your telomere can be maintained. Okay, METADICHOL increases telomerase and prolongs telomere. That's 10 years ago, it has been done. Just 1 picogram. 1 picogram is 0.0000000000001 gram for 1 picogram. Increases telomerase supply by 16-fold, thus prolong life. So this science again endorse what METADICHOL can do to our body. So METADICHOL not only can do whatever has been said, enhances cell density and function, promote repair mitochondria, so boost our energy level, prevent cell death. And the 4th one that is doing is induce healthy secretions of hormone, inhibit aging and inflammation factors. So balance out our whole endocrine system. So when we talk endocrine system, we look at some of the ingredient or hormones that is involved. And this METADICHOL on gene sequencing, I don't know how many of you have heard about NNM, which is a very popular active ingredient now in the wellness market. And why it's so good? Because it enhances metabolism and energy level, anti-aging, prevent diseases, promote brain and organ function, protects and repair DNA, advantages if you do it on internal generation through METADICHOL, and it has proven through gene sequencing experiment, show METADICHOL induces synthesized MNN in our body. So when it is synthesized internally, then you don't have the problem of dosage. If you take from outside, too little does not do the work. Too much, it will damage your organs, and it could have a lot of side effects. The quality may not be there. Yeah. So if it can be done internally, generation is much better. Not only that, METADICHOL enhances the production of testosterone so that you become younger by 10 or 20 years. You can perform better. Improve sexual function, increases the chances of pregnancy, strengthen bones and muscle mass when this hormone is being produced. And then the next one, induce adiponectin, increases insulin secretions, improve insulin sensitivity, prevent diabetic complications. This is a very good news for all those people who are suffering from diabetes. Regulate immune system. And another very important items that can be induced is called nitric oxide. Strengthen blood vessel elasticity, normalize blood pressure, prevent stroke and cardiovascular diseases. What about this? Lipoprotein, which is HDL, good cholesterol, regulate blood lipids, prevent cardiovascular disease, promote kidney and liver function. So you can see one product can work with so many parts of our body. And lastly, I would like to share with you this METADICHOL induces serotonin productions, stabilizes mood, sleep, digestion, bone health, promotes faster wound healing, blood clotting, and promote libido. Melatonin, nerve soothing, mood relieving, overcome impatience, depression, insomnia, headache, promote concentration, enhances sleep. If we have sufficient quality amount of vitamin C, serotonin can be converted into melatonin so that it will really work. And also this product METADICHOL prevent degenerative diseases and nerve deterioration. If you want to prevent dementia, Alzheimer's, Parkinson, do consider this product. And inhibit aging, oxidation, inflammation, disease factors, prevent cancer, inflammation, sclerosis, psoriasis, rheumatoid arthritis, autoimmune disease, and osteoporosis. Not only that, it can kill viruses, bacteria, fungi, overcome inflammation, pain, itchiness, and all. This product not only can be sprayed internally, it can also spray externally where there is pain or itchiness. Yeah, it can able to cleanse out all the unwanted things from our body quite easily. One food, not even one medicine, can take care of so many areas of our health, be it skin, fruit, diabetics, hypertension, heart attack, stroke, cancer, liver, kidney, lung, thyroid, prostate, joint and bone, hair and aging. Please note that our body works interdependently. However, if you go and see Western doctors, everything is being specialized. They look at part by part of the body. Now our body don't function part by part. Our body is not functioning part by part without connecting to one another. Our body functions holistically. Once you can take care of the issue, it has to take care of every part of our body holistically, not just work on. You have headache, you work on headache. You got a skin problem, look at skin problem. It is far beyond that. Yeah. So this product is fantastic. Why? No shaking needed, no mixing needed, no swallowing needed, no time wasting. Don't need to drink, don't need to don't need to eat. Yeah, just spray. And the technology being used is called nano-infiltration technology and ultra-fast absorption. One simple spray, you are talking about 1 trillion nanoparticles already gone into your body to work for us. The effect is rather fast and becomes so unbelievable. Yesterday, I have one friend, I think about 50 plus years old, after taking it for one night only, he said that he slept through the night instead of getting up so many times at night. He was so happy. So good, so easy, so simple, promotes health, beauty, and longevity so that we live good, look good, and feel good all the way. Just a quick summary that this product can do wonders to our body in various aspects of our life. And for those people who don't want to have it, taking this product to generate internally, they will have no choice but to choose consume externally. Then you choose externally, then you have to supplement so many of the things that is needed in our body. And anything is externally, it is being processed chemically, it can never be good to our body. It will not be able to accept our body. It could be overdosed and it can be unstable, it can be taxing to our body because we need to clear off all the unneeded so-called fillers or excess. Okay? So the wiser move is what? And not only that, it costs you a lot of money. What is the wiser move now? It is always bodily internal generation. Only generate it when our body needed it. No stability issue, no rejection issue. Now, the real question is pricing. Is it affordable? So if it is affordable, then this food is a food to be recommended to everybody if those people who want to stay healthy. Okay, METADICHOL is definitely new to the Malaysian market. This product has been in the market for 10 over years. And because it has been told to the founder that this product he ought not to do the marketing part of it, because if he do aggressive marketing, he can antagonize with a lot of so-called giant capitalists. So he listened to the advice and he said that the product will eventually take the market after 2022. So true enough, 2022, our Malaysian businessman went over to talk to this Dr. Ragu and get the right to Malaysia and East Asia. And it was introduced to the Malaysian market openly is in February 2023. So until now, it is about 3 months. And because the product is rather new in the Malaysian market, the company is offering us 100% cashback. Anyone who go for the product today, you get 10 bottles of the products, which will last you 3 to 9 months of full cost. And now this is because new to the market, that this is now offering a promotional package. And how good is the package? 10 bottles just for 4,850. Every single cent that you pay to the company promised to refund you every single cent of it over time. And the company will take up 5% from the global sales of the company and shared by all those people who is qualifying for the refund. So with that, I would like to end my talk. And if this product can benefit us from head to toe, and you have 6 additional benefits that you can have if you consider to try on this product. First, you experiencing the product immediately. And I have said the product can do so much of a wonder. It is of no use until and unless you personally experience it yourself. No, rather than listen to other people. You have wellness value add support. Anyone who take from us, Methodical United, we have people to support you. When you take this product, you don't feel any goodness. What should we do? If you have a lot of hearing crisis, what should we do? Then we are able to hold your hand so that you have the benefit of this product. So we have doctors also in our group that we can add value to you. And also we have this company for ABC. The support system will be given to you, and Methodical United support. We will support you all the way to have a good understanding of the product and immediate body, because this product, if you want to go for it, you have to be referred by someone, so that become your body support. And lastly, opportunity to serve those who want to regain their good health. So these are the 6 things that you can. So my talk will end here. For those people who are ready for it, you can either go by bank remittance or credit card. If you go by bank remittance, just remit the payment to End Builder Concepts in Heart, and bank account number is written down there. If you prefer to go by credit card, then just click on this credit card link and you make your own payment by your credit card. Provide us the basic information, and we will order the product for you. So my presentation stopped here. Is there any questions that you would like to ask? And we have our nutritionist here to answer the questions. Is there any questions that you have that you want to ask?